Dubai is to make 25% of daily transportation self-driven by the year 2030. Several projects are being developed at the moment, including self-driving buses and a marine transportation system. Well, earlier I spoke to Giovano Moscatelli from Boston Consulting Group about the challenges of autonomous transport.
The main mobility challenges are related to basic aspects of mobility. First is congestions and travel time. The second one is related to CO2 emissions and consumption. Third one is the trade-off between public areas. So how much is allocated to streets and how much is allocated to public spaces for the individuals. And last but not least, definitely safety and security aspects.
Has important testing been put back by the recent fatal accident that took place in the US?
My personal view is that in the end, if let's suppose that everything goes autonomous and driven by artificial intelligence, you will have less cars on the street, you will have less kilometers run by cars. So even if you assume the same level of accident, you will have less accident. Of course, this is not what everything is aiming. Everybody is aiming at zero casualties and zero accident.
How can cities nurture and embrace the mobility revolution, do you think?
First, they should be very open-minded. There is not only one technology or one product or one service. It's not only about autonomous vehicles, electric vehicles, shared vehicles. It's a mix of everything. So they need to be open to all different technologies, and now they well integrated in themselves. The second learning is no need for asset ownership. Government, public authority, they don't need to own all these assets. They can actually ask the private companies to enter the market and provide and play their role. Last point is about if there is something that they need to own, is the digital platform that will monitor the flows, the traffic flows, the mobility model.
From the results of your study, how unique do you think is digital mobility here in Dubai?
Dubai it's a very privileged position, right? You have a mix of the old buildings and the new developments. You have a very diverse population where you can test preferences from all over the world. You have a lot of different transportation modes, from water taxi to metro. Plus you have three strong, I call it willingness. The government is willing to test, and this is quite unique. The population, the young generation is willing to adopt here in Dubai, and the private sector is willing to invest. So I would expect Dubai to be a very positive live laboratory.